The Kalari Collective had explored hundreds of worlds. They were scholars, not conquerors, an advanced species dedicated to cataloging planets and uplifting primitive civilizations. When their long-range probes discovered a lush blue sphere on the edge of a spiral arm, the Council grew excited. Oceans teeming with life, breathable atmosphere, and intelligent natives who were still young by galactic standards. It seemed perfect. The Kalari dispatched their first contact vessel, confident that humanity would be another grateful beneficiary of their guidance. But the moment they landed on Earth, their assumptions began to unravel. Ambassador Velen, leader of the mission, stepped carefully onto the soil of the human capital. The air was breathable but heavy, the gravity oppressive, the local fauna disturbingly large. Even the insects were armored nightmares compared to the fragile Kalari physiology. Yet the humans walked casually among these hazards, smiling, shaking hands, offering drinks strong enough to melt Kalari digestion sacs. Your world is... Velen struggled to find the diplomatic word. Challenging. A human general laughed, clapping the ambassador on the back hard enough to knock the wind out of him. Challenging? My friend, this is paradise. You should see Australia. The Kalari delegation exchanged worried glances. If this was paradise, what in the void was Australia? Over the following weeks, the Kalari observed humanity more closely. What they discovered unsettled them deeply. On most worlds, predators dominated only until intelligence evolved. Civilizations learned to control ecosystems, eliminate threats, and create stability. But on Earth, intelligence had not erased danger, it had thrived within it. Humans lived alongside storms that could flatten cities, oceans that swallowed fleets, animals that killed with venom, claws, and teeth. Even their plants were dangerous. Some burned skin, others poisoned blood. And somehow, humans had not only survived, they had flourished. The Kalari archives began filling with notes that sounded less like science and more like horror stories. Species routinely exposes itself to lethal temperatures for recreation. See, skiing, desert marathons. Dominant species keeps companion predators. See, dogs, cats, raptors. Civilization regularly engages in organized conflict for reasons ranging from resources to fun. The most disturbing entry was simple. Humans consider themselves bored without danger. When the Kalari delegation finally convened with Earth's leaders, Velen chose his words carefully. Your world is not what we expected. By all galactic measures, it is a death world. The humans didn't flinch. One merely smirked. Yeah, we know. We kind of like it that way. Velen blinked. But, surely, you aspire to leave such hostility behind? To settle somewhere safer? A chorus of chuckles rolled through the human officials. The general leaned forward. Ambassador, understand this. Danger is what shaped us. We don't fear it. We are it. The Kalari Council back home grew nervous. A DeathWorld species had never joined the galactic community peacefully. They feared aggression, expansion, war. Yet humanity surprised them again. When invited to the council, humans were polite, even helpful. They shared medicine, offered technology, and eagerly traded culture. But the illusion of harmlessness shattered the first time another empire tested them. The Tvar Dominion, a brutal regime known for slave raids, struck a human colony. They expected an easy conquest. What they got was the full fury of a species forged in constant struggle. The humans did not just repel the invaders. They hunted them down across 3 star systems, dismantled their fleets, freed every slave they had taken, and left the Dominion homeworld surrounded by a blockade. The Kalari, watching in stunned silence, received a transmission from the human high command. Dear aliens, welcome to DeathWorld. We're sorry in advance. But if you come for us, you'll learn what survival really means. From that day on, humanity's reputation spread across the stars. They were not conquerors, not monsters, but no one dared provoke them. For the galaxy finally understood. Earth had not produced victims. It had produced survivors. And when survivors united, they became something far more terrifying than any empire had ever known.